me Dr. Crusher. 666, Carry Me to Hell. On the bench, we have Violet Criminal, Bugsy, Spiller, and Dutchie. Please welcome to the track our skating officials for this game. Head ref Hunky Dory, inside pack ref Rolando Furiosa, jam refs Papa Squat and Bobby Flair, outside pack refs Alms Lawbringer, Naylor, and Molnier, and our alternate, Flawless.
Your non-skating officials for this round, we have D. Spencer as jam timer and head NSO. We have scorekeepers Slicer and Koalamella, scoreboard operators Spacey Stacy, penalty box manager Mama Bear, penalty box timers Sam Squatch and Gravity Assist, and penalty line trackers Bazooka Langley and Charlie Hurst. Trying to text all this to see if they're actually going to...
I just had a conversation with Violet, with T. Spencer. I said, look at the board, they're both flat. And she said they know.
But I can still hear the announcers on my feed. Just so you know. Yeah.
When we're just talking to each other? Okay.
Oh, it's not like super clear, but I can still hear. Just so you know.
So definitely when shit talking, mute button. If it's just chattering, that's okay. But yeah, there's the only other way to defend against that would be to go post fade, and then your level is subject to my adjustments in the room. It's not good for stream.
We'd like to thank our fans for bearing with us while we sort out some scoreboard issues. Many thanks to Spacey Stacy and her hard work. And with that whistle, we are finally at gameplay.
Thank you so much for your patience, folks.
Technical difficulties are technical. We've got Bruce Clues, number 1-2, wearing the Jammer star for this first jam on behalf of the Hardcores. We have Blue Jammer for Jet City at the front of the pack. Space on the inside line. Lead goes to Jet City, number 8-7. Bruce Clues also through the pack. Pack is tight at apex. Jet City Jammer calls that off. No points, that jam.
And throughout the night, we're going to be telling you about our very generous sponsors this season, one of them being the Zone at 91.3, proud sponsors of the EOD. The Zone is a radio station made for you right here by real people in Victoria.
This second jam, we've got Crash Panda, number 8-3, wearing the star for Jet City in blue. Through on the outside, lead goes to Jet City, 2 in a row. That is number 40, Wheels of Fortune, taking the helmet cover for the Hardcores.
Saltchuck Pies, don't be shy, say hello to Pie. Grab one tonight at their booth right by the door. They've got an orange and green sign and looks like lots of pies left.
I see 4 points on the scoreboard at the end of that jam. Our score going into jam 3, black 0, well that's actually blue, blue 0, white 4. Speaking of 4s, that's number 400, Shover Ducky with the star for the Hardcores. Number 81 wearing the star for Jet City. Shover Ducky through with lead, calls that jam off. That looks like Tiny Mighty, number 10, wearing the star in white. Tiny Mighty through with lead for the Hardcores. Number 87, Vixen Stones, back with the star on for Jet City. That's initial pass completed by Vixen Stones. Both jammers looking for points right now. Tiny Mighty calls that jam off with 4 points, Hardcores.
The ramp is open at Influence Board Shop with 3 locations of Victoria. Roll on in and shop for all your skate needs.
I'm going to restate my score there. That was 2 points in the air for the Hardcores. Number 83 wearing the star for Jet City, that is Crash Panda. And 666, Carry Me to Hell in white for the Hardcores. Crash Panda is your lead.
Okay, and then when it's over, just click my flash. Okay.
That star has been passed to Wheels of Fortune, number 40. Now your active jammer for the Hardcores. through with 4 points. That was Crash Panda. Finds another opening on the outside line. 4 more points, Jet City. Crash hit to the outside by number 3. That's Brawl Patrol. Hit to the inside by PJ. 4 points in the air for Jet City. Inside line open there, getting past Gorge Bush. 4 points for Jet City. Crash Panda looks to the outside, fakes to the inside. Some offensive help coming from number 4. Back around to the outside at turn 4. Crash Panda collecting all the points on the track in this 5th jam. A quick little move to the inside there by Pajama Rama puts Crash Panda on the ground inside the track. That 2-minute jam comes to an end with 20 points put on the board for Jet City.
Our amazing crew of dedicated officials is one of the Eves of Destruction's biggest assets. From non-skating officials to on-skates officials, they make it possible for us to all enjoy this sport that we love so much. Speak to any official or EOD member to find out how you too could be part of this awesome crew, just like our very own Rolando Furioso or Dee Spencer.
We're going into the 6th jam with 6 points on the board for the hardcores. That is matched by 24 for Jet City. Dr. Crusher wearing the star for the hardcores. It looks like Bacon for Mercy wearing the star. Dr. Crusher through with lead. Bacon for Mercy hit to the outside. Honey Cruller follows through with that outside hit. Bacon for Mercy recycled to the back of the pack. Dr. Crusher out from the front with 4 points for the hardcores. Bacon for Mercy back on the outside. Jill Pucko following that through. Honey Cruller holding Bacon back at the front as Dr. Crusher takes away another 4. Bacon for Mercy hit to the inside. Honey Cruller with that hit all the way to the back. Dr. Crusher working against all 4 of those blue blockers. Bacon for Mercy on the outside line. Space left for Crusher. Bacon for Mercy with the star in hand completes the initial pass. Dr. Crusher takes a cue from the bench, calls that jam. 12 points on the board for the hardcores.
The Eves of Destruction wish to thank all of our outstanding sponsors that fund the gameplay you enjoy. As we tell you more about them throughout the night, Consider if you too would like to help keep us rolling through 2024. Contact us at eodsponsorship@gmail.com.
The officials are calling a timeout. Somebody's toe stop has been left on the inside of the track. That is Shover Ducky through with lead for the hardcores. Not far behind with initial pass. That's questionable judgment number 2-2 for Jet City. A hit and quit with 4 points for the hardcores. I'll update that and say 3 points for the hardcores.
Artsy eyewear for all ages, anything but ordinary.
Lila Ability wearing the star for the hardcores. Through with lead, it is Jet City Jammer number 4, Surly Temple. Surly Temper coming in at the back of the pack, finds an open inside line, then up against Carry Me to Hell back on the floor. A cut track penalty is assessed to Jill Pickle. They'll take a seat in the penalty box. Lila Ability through with their initial pass. 4 points in the air go to Surly Temper and the Jet City.
The Straight and Narrow Pacific Coast Cocktails. At the end of every adventure, the greatest reward is a refreshing beverage with friends both old and new. Try one tonight in our beverage garden.
That looked like Crash Panda back on the track for Jet City. Jamming for the hardcores, that's Honey Cruller. Crash Panda through with lead for Jet City. This is Jet City's 4th lead this game. Honey Cruller through with their initial pass, helmet cover in hand. Crash Panda wants to keep all those points for themselves. That is 4 points to Jet City.
Bring home a roller derby souvenir. You'll find our vendor tables set up within the arena. Your purchase today funds the roller derby travel of tomorrow. We also have our special Hardcores craft table, where your money goes directly to support the Hardcores.
This time lead goes to Vixen Stones from Jet City. Bruce Clues out there at the star on for the hardcore, still working on their initial pass as Vixen Stones comes in to pick up points. Vixen Stones at the front with all 4 of those blockers. Scar anchoring Jill Pickle. Open inside line, that is an initial pass completed. Scar holding back Vixen Stones. Vixen sees those points, spilling as Bruce comes around, calls that jam. 3 points.
Parkway Physiotherapy. Reduce pain, improve mobility, and get back to what you love.
That's number 4-1, Punk Martha Stewart, jamming for Jet City. Looks like Tiny Mighty for the hardcores. That's number 4, Surly Temper, headed to the penalty box. That double whistle gives lead to number 4-1, Punk Martha Stewart. Tiny Mighty pushing at the front, a little bit of offensive help from their pivot, Carry Me to Hell. Open outside line, gets Tiny Mighty through. Carry Me to Hell gets a direction of gameplay penalty. Two points each. Your current score at the end of Jam 11 there is Jet City 37, Hardcores 23. That was a quick lead there for number 8-3, Crash Panda. Dr. Crusher not going to let go of any opportunity there. Chases that down. Jam gets called before any points on the board.
A good old-fashioned jammer race.
Velusi Raptor in blue for Jet City with the star in their helmet. Batty Bing, Batty Boom, number 03 with the star for the hardcores. Velusi Raptor through with lead for Jet City. Wheels of Fortune entering 1-2-6, anchoring for Jet City. Velusi Raptor with Bruise Clues to beat at the front of the pack. And Velusi Raptor through, Batty Bing, Batty Boom, working on an initial pass. Velusi Raptor back in the pack. Helmet cover has been passed to our pivot, Carry Me to Hell.
Empire Donuts, a whole lot of love, made by hand, from scratch, and in the venue tonight. Get yours before they sell out, and just to note they are cash only.
I see Honey Kruller with a helmet cover on that has a star on it. That is on behalf of the hardcores. Looking for the number there on Jet City Jammer. Jet City has lead. That is number 29, Hurt Majesty. Honey Kruller through with initial pass for the hardcores. Hurt Majesty into the pack hot.
Spinnaker's Brew Pub, making it local since 1984. Catch them on Catherine Street in Esquimalt or in our beverage garden tonight.
Liability with the helmet cover on for the hardcores. Forearm penalty to liability. Lead is still open. Lead goes to number 8-3 Crash Panda from Jet City. This is a power jam in favor of Jet City. Spin to the outside, knocks down Bruce Clues. Finds an open space beside Pajama Rama. Takes 4 points on the outside of the track for Jet City. Crash Panda ready for another pass. Offensive lineup. Pushes those blockers away from the inside line. Jet City with 4 points. Liability back on the track from the penalty box. Takes a leap at the apex. Push to the inside, recycled behind number 60, Ali. Crash Panda with another 4 points for Jet City. Liability through the pack with their initial pass for the hardcores. Inside line pass, that puts another 4 on the board, and Crash Panda calls that jam off. Another 20-point jam for Jet City.
Popeyes Supplements, your #1 choice for quality supplements. They're confident their staff can help you achieve your health and fitness goals.
That is Surly Temper on the track with a star on their helmet for Jet City. Dr. Crusher for the hardcores. Dr. Crusher through on the inside line, lead. Surly Temper also finds the inside open. Dr. Crusher pushes their way past the inside, gets their hips around that last blue blocker. Your current score is Eves of Destruction Hardcores 27, Jet City 69. Lead this jam is Hardcores Shover Ducky. We've got 6-0 Ali jamming for the Jet City in blue. Shover Ducky ends that jam for the hardcores. 4 more points on the board. Jet City taking 3.
Cloverdale Paint, suppliers of Eves of Destruction track tape and all your interior and exterior paint needs.
That looks like Vixen Stones wearing the star for Jet City once again. Brawl Patrol hit to the outside and recycled to the back. Bruce Clues can't stop that. Lead goes to Vixen Stones, Jet City. Helmet cover pass. Your active jammer for the hardcores now is Bruise Clues. Vixen Stones takes 4 points on their last pass and calls that jam.
And if you've got any friends or family that wanted to come tonight but couldn't make it, be sure to let them know that this game is live streaming on our Twitch channel. You can check it out at twitch.tv/Eves of Destruction.
We've got Velociraptor for Jet City taking on Dr. Crusher this jam. Dr. Crusher hit to the outside, recycled. Pushes their way back through. Apex clear, lead hardcores. Velociraptor down the back of the pack. Dr. Crusher comes in fast. 1 to get past. 4 points hardcores. Velociraptor has made the first star pass for Jet City, passing that on to, looks like Vixen Stones. Sorry, that's Crash Panda, the active jammer. Dr. Crusher calls that jam.
You could leave this arena tonight richer than when you arrived. We have Lank the Tank and Bushwhacker selling 50-50 tickets throughout the arena. The more tickets you buy, the bigger the prize.
Our officials have called a timeout. We've had a scoreboard correction during that official timeout. I see Shover Ducky wearing the star for the hardcores. And Surly Temper for Jet City. Surly Temper pushes their way past Carry Me to Hell. Lead goes to Jet City. Shover Ducky makes it through the front of that pack. Initial completed for the hardcores as 4 points go up in the air for Surly Temper.
Bunny's Nook Kitchen on the corner of Esquimalt and Head Street. Healthy and delicious food, art for the heart.
We got Punk Martha Stewart hot off the line for Jet City. Pajama Rama, number 08. Makes it through on the inside. Is not lead, gets a forearm penalty. They're going to take a seat in the zone at 91-3 penalty box. Punk Martha Stewart, the only active jammer on the track. This is a power jam in favor of Jet City. Honey Crueler anchoring that tripod at the front. Rotates. Bruise Clues anchoring as they move into turn 3. Brawl Patrol gets into that tripod. Betty Bing, Betty Boom holding the inside line. Offensive help from number 2-2 opens that inside line. 4 points go up for Punk Martha Stewart. Pardon me, it looks like that's lead established for Punk Martha Stewart. And straight into Pajama Rama. PJ comes out of the penalty box with the star cover in hand, hands it over to Bruce Clues. Gets advised that that was not a completed star pass. Bruce hands it back. That star pass does not complete by the end of that jam. Eight, 7, Vixen Stones jammer for Jet City. Chased out of the pack by Lilability. Scar and Lilability forming a tripod at the front there with Wheels of Fortune getting ready to bring that in from Vixen Stones. Helmet cover pass to number 5-3, Dr. Crusher.
Rollergirl.ca, Western Canada's top roller skate shop since 2003. Put some wheels on your feet.
I can see our non-skating official, Dee Spencer, signaling that a team timeout has been taken by Jet City. All right, our current score is Hardcores 45, Jet City 89. That's Crash Panda jamming for Jet City through with lead.
We'd like to give a huge thank you to St. John's Ambulance for helping us with all of our bonks and scrapes that happen throughout this game. It is a full contact game, folks.
And we're back on with jam number 24. Quickly through the inside for Jet City. That's number 8-3, Crash Panda. We've got Honey Crueler jamming for the hardcores, getting a cut truck penalty on the outside and taking a seat at the zone 91-3 penalty box. Crash Panda recycled to the back of the pack. Gets past Wheels, gets past Bruise, receives 4 points for the work. This is a power jam. Jet City setting up for some offense. Straight into that tripod anchored by Bruise Clues. Tripod blown apart, reforms, re-anchored by Wheels. Jet City holding Gorge Bush at the back of the pack, maintaining pack at the back. Honey Crueler out of the penalty box, ready to complete their initial. Initial completed for hardcores. Another 4 points get through that for Jet City, and it gets called off.
A big EOD thank you to our tireless photographers. We look forward to revisiting all of tonight's greatest hits through your work. Tonight, we have Local Color and Denny Boynton Photography.
False start gets issued at the beginning of that. That just means that skater has to pause for a moment. They're still able to skate. As jammer this time, it's Allie. Allie is lead against Shover Ducky of the hardcores. Both jammers back at the pack. Shover Ducky hit to the outside. Allie calls the jam. It's a 2-point tie. We have made our way to halftime. Our score at the halftime is 47 for the hardcores, 103 for Jet City. We'll see you back here in about 15 minutes. Please take a visit of all the vendors. Grab a donut, grab a drink, grab a pie. I'm on my way over there. See you soon. Well, we've come in a little bit early, folks, but Derby is back on. We've got number 4 taking lead. That's Surly Temple of Jet City. Shover Ducky with the star on for the hardcores, also through the pack. Surly Temple calls that off from the outside. A couple of familiar jammers. This second jam, we've got number 8-3 in blue. That's Crash Panda as the jammer for Jet City. Number 5-3, Dr. Crusher in white as the jammer for the hardcores. Crash Panda through the front of the pack takes lead for Jet City. Multiplayer takes blue blocker number 7-1 Velociraptor to the zone at 91-3 penalty box as Crash Panda comes back into the pack. That's Bobby Flair throwing us 4 points in the air for Crash Panda. Crash Panda crashes right into the back of Liability, lands on the ground, has Carry Me to Hell to pass. Betty Bing, Betty Boom with the recycle around, and that's through the pack with another 4 points. Open inside line, that's 4 easy points being shown for Crash Panda. Dr. Crusher's made it through the pack. They're getting another 4 points in the air from Papa Squat, showing those 4 points. We had that game, that jam called off by Crash Panda with 16 points going up for Jet City.
For a refreshing local soft drink, try Spinnaker Soda, available at their Catherine Street location or tonight in the arena at the drink tickets table.
Vixen Stones, number 8-7, wearing the star for Jet City. For the hardcores, that's Tiny Giant. Vixen Stones gets shown as lead, hit outside the track by Bruise. Our view up in the air doesn't show us what happened down there, but I see some bollards on the floor. Initial pass completed by Tiny Giant. Vixen Stones calls that one off. Jet City mixing up their jammer rotation this round. We've got Keels out there as the jammer of record. They're facing off against Shover Ducky from the hardcores. Ducky through on the inside. Keels with Scar to beat. Both jammers out and ready for points. Shover Ducky calls that jam off with a hit to the inside. 2-0 jam.
UseVictoria.com, your local marketplace. Support local by searching for new and used items on UseVictoria.com. Rentals, cars, boats, furniture, you'll find it on Used.
I see our head NSO signaling an official timeout at the pivot line.
We would like to also thank all of our amazing volunteers tonight that are helping make this double header happen. We couldn't do it without you.
I can see that the officials had a discussion about penalties at the end of that last jam. Their discussion landed jammer number 400, Shover Ducky, in the penalty box for the hardcores, making this our first power start of the game in favor of Jet City. Jammer of record number 60, Ali, and they are lead. With power jam advantage, Jet City lines up in an offensive position. Outside line gets left open, and Ali is through with a quick 4 points for Jet City. That tripod closes up on Ali. This time a hit to the inside. They're stopped by Honey Kruller. Betty Bing at the front, ready to hold it down. Tripod rotates. They get past. Shover Ducky out of the penalty box with the helmet cover in hand, makes it through on an initial pass. Ali calls that off before any points get leaked out. The hardcores have sent out Liability to jam this jam. We've got number 2-2, Questionable Judgment out there as jammer for Jet City. Liability hit to the inside, followed through that inside by Surly Temper. Questionable Judgment held at the back. That tripod at the back is anchored by Brawl Patrol. Lead goes to Liability. Liability with a jump over the apex. Lands them on the floor, makes some space for number 128 Mini Meat. Liability with their own hit gets through with 4 points. That is a penalty, landing Liability in the penalty box. Looks like we have a star pass to number 4, Surly Temper. That's Wheels of Fortune with a hit to the outside. All 4 of those hardcores blockers reforming. Wheels and Brawl Patrol at the front. Jill Pickle joining them. Surly Temper with 4 blockers again at the front. Liability out of the penalty box. That lead was lost earlier, so this jam must go the full 2 minutes. Liability comes out with 4 points. Surly Temper battled their way through that pack. We have an official timeout while our amazing track tending team fixes up some tape issues. A big thank you to Emotional Cluster Truck.
And Morning Glory.
That's who that is. I'm looking at the back of their head. Track issues are fixed. Our scorekeepers are having a chat with the jam refs. Skaters are enjoying an opportunity to get even closer, piled up on that jam line. How many skaters can we get within 10 feet of each other? The answer is 10. We got Crash Panda as we go into jam number 7 of this second half. Crash Panda is jamming for Jet City, and Bruise Clues is jamming for the Hardcores. Crash Panda has a signal that they are not lead. With Bruise Clues sitting in the penalty box and Crash Panda not lead, then we will not have a lead in this jam. 4 points in the air from Bobby Flair. That goes to Jet City. Crash Panda hit to the inside, recycled to the back. Jet City does a good job of holding that down at the front, makes some room for Crash Panda to get through with some points. 8 of them so far. Bruise Clues out of the penalty box, through on their initial pass. Crash Panda's trying to call that off, does not realize they were not lead. Bruise Clues through with 4 points for the Hardcores. Both jammers collecting points. So far, 12 of them going to Jet City and 8 of them to the Hardcores. That's another 4 Jet City. Followed by 4 for the Hardcores. Open line outside. Scar's the one to beat. 4 more points to Jet City. Bruise Clues hit down and in. Crash Panda hit to the outside by Batty Bing Batty Boom. 4 points Hardcores. That's a high scoring jam. We come out of that jam with 20 points going to Jet City, 16 points going to the Hardcores. Your current score, Hardcore 71, Jet City 149. Vixen Stones with what looks like an almost sideways start there against 5-3 Dr. Crusher. Dr. Crusher bulldozes their way through, but that leaves a lot of chaos behind there. Lead to Dr. Crusher, closely followed by Vixen Stones. One point to the Hardcores. 2 points. Oh, I'm looking for those fingers in the air. Maybe it's 2-2. Scoreboard says 2-2. That's Allie in blue wearing the star for Jet City. Shover Ducky in white wearing the star for Hardcores. Shover Ducky with lead. Initial completed by Allie. Shover Ducky trying to call that off from the outside.
Looks like we have an official timeout called. This is a great time to remind you that we've got some very tasty treats in the arena for you here tonight. We've got Empire Donuts, who have also brought some of their friends, the vegan donuts, Frickin' Delight. We've got Salt Chuck Pies. Looks like they still have some pies left. We've got Spinnaker Sodas. And we've also got our beverage garden that has a selection of Spinnakers and Straight and Narrows.
We've got Keels back on the line. Keels finds that inside space completely open. Lead goes to Jet City. Honey Cruller pushing their way through at the front of the pack as Keels comes in against an anchored tripod. Honey Cruller with 2 to beat at the front. Keels makes it past Wheels of Fortune, takes 4 points for Jet City. Honey Cruller through. Last second hit by Surly Temper takes Honey Cruller down to the ground. Both jammers have received penalties. The way this works for our fans is we have to have a jammer on the track for the game to continue. So the first jammer takes a seat, and the second jammer only has to sit as long as the first one did. So they sit, they get back up, and the game goes on.
The fastest penalty you'll ever see.
That's Kells through the pack again with 4 points for Jet City. Honey Cruller takes a delightful whip off of Scar to get through that inside line. That's 4 points hardcores. Not so much luck on the inside line this time for Honey Cruller. They get recycled by number 7-1 Velociraptor. Kells working their way past Wheels. Jill Pickle to beat. The drawback comes from Pajama Rama. Keels comes in behind PJ. Honey Cruller with the inside line open, 4 points hardcores.
Looks like we have a tiny break here to fix the tape on the track. And don't forget, folks, after this game, we have another one where we have our home team, the Margarita Villains, going up against Penticton. It's going to be a heck of a show.
That's Punk Martha Stewart wearing the star this time for Jet City. They're at the front of the pack already, getting some offensive help from 218. At the back of the pack right now, we've got Dr. Crusher. They're trying to get past Charlie Horsepower. Both teams move into the apex. Liability gets knocked down. That leaves space for lead to get picked up by Punk Martha Stewart. Dr. Crusher gets some offensive help from Carry Me to Hell. Push to the inside. Penalty goes to blue blocker 126. That's Charlie Horsepower. Carry Me to Hell holding out at the front of the pack. Number 3, Brawl Patrol with the hit to the outside. Brawl Patrol with the drawback. Carry Me to Hell hit to the outside. That star has been passed from Dr. Crusher to Carry Me to Hell. Carry looking for an open inside line, gets a hit. Number 03 holding that down. Looks like 3 points, Jet City at the end of that jam. Vixen Stones, your jammer for Jet City. Shover Ducky for Hardcores. Shover Ducky is lead. That blocker on the floor leaves an open inside line. Shover Ducky gets through with 4 points. We have a star pass for Jet City to number 60.
Bring home a roller derby souvenir. You'll find our vendor table set up in the arena. Your purchase today funds the roller derby travel of tomorrow.
Lead this jam goes to Jet City. Jammer number 83, Crash Panda. We've got Jill Pickle currently jamming for the Hardcores. Jill Pickle finds an open outside line, gets their initial pass. A hit to the outside takes Crash Panda back through the track. Four points, Crash Panda and Jet City. I'm going to correct that to 3 points. You have an opportunity to find more ways to support roller derby in Victoria. June 23rd from 12 to 4 is the A-Team, Eves of Destruction A-Team Bottle Drive. That's at the Bottle Depot on Glanford Avenue, noon till 4, June 23rd. You've got Shover Ducky back with the star on their helmet for the Eves of Destruction. They've been named lead. Hardcores with lead. Jet City Jammer working their way through on their initial pass. That's Velociraptor, brought in behind Tiny Giant. Shover Ducky gets some offensive space left, puts 4 points up for the Hardcores. Velociraptor looking to make a helmet cover pass. Shover Ducky gets hit to the inside, loses a little bit of control there. Back they go. Helmet cover pass is complete. We've got a little bit less than 10 minutes to go in this half. Our current score is Hardcores 95, Jet City 171. This jam, we've got Betty Bing, Betty Boom wearing the star for the hardcores. Jet City Jammer is lead. That's number 8-7, Vixen Stones. Betty Bing, Betty Boom working on their initial pass. 2 to beat. Vixen Stones through the pack with 4 points for Jet City. That is a completed star pass from Betty Bing, Betty Boom to Pajama Rama. That's Vixen Stones calling the jam off on behalf of Jet City.
And just a reminder, if you see our On Skates officials tonight and you're like, wow, I would love to do something like that, feel free to reach out to any official or EOD member and we will get you started as part of our awesome On Skates officiating crew.
That looks like Crash Panda again jamming for Jet City. Dr. Crusher finds the inside open. Lead goes to the hardcores. Crash Panda not to be left behind, racing it down. Tight call, that takes 2 points for the hardcores. Shover Ducky hit to the inside and recycled back for the hardcores, but lead goes to Jet City. That jammer is number 03, Mary Contrary. This is their first time out as the jammer for Jet City. Shover Ducky through the pack, helmet cover in hand, as Mary Contrary takes 4 points for Jet City. This jam starts with Tiny Giant, number 10, jamming on behalf of the hardcores, but finding a diagonal line through the pack. Lead goes to Jet City. That's number 87, Vixen Stones. Tiny Giant has handed that star cover off to Wheels of Fortune.